Opera SM here with a strange combo I found this morning, but it's pretty cool. So, Astral Drift, if you have a card you exile from your hand with 8 or more mana, you exile all the creatures. They'll return back to the battlefield. The main part of this is using Uvilda, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? How do you say her name? I don't know how you say her name. Sorry, I'm tired this morning. She has this cool thing when you exile a spell from your hand, if you don't control a Honed to Perfection token, which is a blue enchantment that when it's destroyed, move the first spell card from your exile to your hand. It gains full mana. And Korvold, who is when it attacks or for this enters the battlefield, destroy a support token, which that Honed to Perfection support token would be you control. These things combined with Artificer or Alrund's Epiphany, which exiles itself when it's cast, or the Foretold copy is cast, will basically allow us to infinitely flicker, then keep getting them back with mana so we can keep exiling them. So we do have a Alrund's Epiphany in the graveyard already, and because of that, it's we have the Foretold token thing on the board. So let's go ahead and cast this stuff, and we'll show you how this all works. So other support I had was Unpredictable Cyclone, surprised to no one, to help assemble the combo. All right, so we cast Terror in the Peaks first, and then Uvilda comes in. So Terror in the Peaks, we're going to trigger, we're going to hit the opponent. And now Korvold comes in. We saw that that exiled the Foretold Alrund's Epiphany we had. And then you saw it come back. And then we're going to get our 6 damage off of that dragon. There we go. I don't think we want to cast. Actually, what we can do, this is kind of cool. I was going to say we'd wait to exile it, but I think we actually want to cast this one because we have one in our hand that we can then exile. So it's kind of cool. So we'll cast the Foretold copy, get 2 extra swaps. It's exiled. We don't need birds on the board. And then we can go ahead and exile the Alrund's Epiphany in our hand. If not, we didn't have that, we could have waited till the next turn. And then since we have those extra swaps, we got it. So 4 damage, 6 damage. You saw it brought the Alrund's Epiphany back with full cards in hand. I think the important thing is that the spell that you're recurring will be exiled. So I think any sort of spell that can exile itself like that should work for this loop. Requires a decent amount of clicks, but at this point you have infinite damage you can throw at creatures or your opponent. If we need to kill creatures, we can absolutely do that sort of thing. And then you just keep going. Really curious if anyone else has ideas to refine this or make it better. Requires quite a few different pieces to set up. I'm using Karn because you can exile stuff cheaply to find pieces, and it will also exile your Alrund's Epiphany, which is great. And then you get the Foretold token already to help get it into the graveyard in addition to assemble the pieces. But yeah, put the deck list up on the From the Ashes Slack. If anyone's interested in joining, send me a message and we can absolutely get you. We'd love to have anyone who's not already in our Slack, even if you're in other coalitions. We love just having a great discussion there. It's a different sort of alternative to the Power 9 Discord. We're on Slack, and yeah, if you're interested, let us know. Want to play on any of our teams, we'd love to have you as well. But hope people found this interesting, and looking forward to hopefully finding other ways to be able to utilize this that might be a little more competitive, that are easy to assemble.